Today on CCX News, a national hockey tournament is coming to Plymouth. The city says it will bring a big economic boost. The city of Plymouth has announced that the Plymouth Ice Center is the location for next year's tournament of top U.S. high school hockey teams. It's the 2026 Chipotle USA Hockey High School National Championships. The tournament will host over 40 teams, both boys and girls, from across the country. Games will be played across the center's 3 ice sheets. 2 sheets in Maple Grove will also be in use. Arena manager Eric Halverson says it's a great event for spectators and players.
You know, people are excited to be here. Some of these people have not played in Minnesota before, and so this is a good opportunity for them to come and see there is a rink on every corner pretty much, you know.
This is the 3rd time the center has hosted this tournament. The first 2 times were in 2018 and 2023. Halverson believes the tournament keeps coming back because of how smoothly it runs, largely thanks to volunteers.
It's hard to really put your head around when you have all these teams here and what they can do for all these businesses, because they're not just playing hockey the entire time, they also have downtime and they need things to do outside of the rink.
Halverson says it's projected to bring a $1.2 billion boost to the city. The tournament is set for March 18th through 22nd next spring. The Golden Valley Company, known for its implantable device to treat sleep apnea, is under investigation for allegations of false claims. This, according to a disclosure filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission this week. Inspire Medical Systems is being investigated for potential violations of 2 federal fraud laws. The allegations center around alleged false financial claims submitted to government payers, as well as alleged violations of the federal anti-kickback statute. Per the legal filing, the company stated it's cooperating with the investigation and that it's confident in the strength of its compliance procedures. The company developed the implantable device as a mask-free alternative to CPAP machines. A Maple Grove lawmaker is looking to expand protections for whistleblowers. Representative Kristen Robbins of Maple Grove chairs a new House Fraud Prevention Committee. She's sponsoring a bill that would expand whistleblower protections for those reporting fraud, waste, or abuse. It comes after scandals, including the Feeding Our Future investigation, revealed hundreds of millions of dollars in fraudulent spending.
That will provide additional whistleblower protection for state employees who need it, who honestly are coming out of the woodwork to report to me and our committee on things they have seen in agencies.
Minnesota Republicans control the House Fraud Committee. The Republican caucus asked the United States Attorney General this week to investigate the Walz administration's, quote, inaction on fraudulent spending. The city of Crystal has lost one of its fast casual restaurants. CCX News confirmed that Noodles and Company closed its location Wednesday at Crystal Gallery Shopping Center next to Starbucks. Noodles opened its West Broadway location in 2015. Closed signs are now up at the restaurant. Noodles still has locations in Golden Valley, Maple Grove, and Plymouth. Costumes are an essential storytelling component, whether it's Dorothy in her plaid dress or Cinderella in a ballroom gown. Today, we step inside an Osseo costume shop that rents out props and attire to local theater companies, helping their visions come to life on stage.
Obviously, we want people to know where to find us. From there, it opens up all kinds of doors for what we can set up with them to get their costumes out.
Every good show deserves a good costume.
We probably have about 15 tubs that are all Wizard of Oz specifically.
And for many local theater companies,
wondering if we could borrow those drapes again for our show.
One of their first stops is the Cross Community Players Costume Center.
We have just a big variety of what people might be looking for down here.
This vast collection includes thousands of costumes and props from every era.
We have a lot of lovely collections from those 1970s weddings, programs, things like that.
For every age group.
Everyone loves to be sparkly for sometimes.
And almost every size.
Anybody looking for, something to be the life of the party
that a community theater company or school might need to make their performance come to life.
Probably 75% of our items are used clothing, regular street clothing that has been available since the 1920s.
Some items come from garage sales, others come from theater companies that no longer exist. All are available to rent at an affordable price.
I usually tell people our prices are lower than it would be to purchase them at a thrift store, if you could even find these costumes at a thrift store.
It's no wonder why they have schools from as far away as Bemidji and Iowa who have borrowed from this collection.
The word has gotten out, and we have a lot of fun with people coming in here and seeing what they can find.
Word may have gotten out, but Lori Schwartz wants people to know about this new location. They moved into the basement of this building along First Avenue Northeast about a year ago. Now they have a bigger space for this treasure trove of resources.
Hopefully it's a place that we can help community theater create their visions and their dreams on stage.
Cross Community Players Costume Center is open on Wednesdays from 9:30 in the morning until 9 at night. You can find more information at ccxmedia.org. The Maple Grove Historic Preservation Society embraced its romantic side this week with a display of historic Valentines.
This is in 1860. If you sent this to the woman with the ring on it, she took the ring off. If she took it and sent this back, that meant she accepted your proposal without even talking to him.
Jerry Cobb started collecting Valentines in second grade. She brought about 100 historic Valentines to display on Wednesday. They spanned several countries and represented more than 100 years of Valentine's Day romance. We hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day this Friday.
And line it all up.
Maple Grove and Champlain Park Coon Rapids have met in the Section 5AA girls hockey semifinals for 4 straight seasons now. Jay Wilcox has highlights of this year's meeting.
Third seed Champlain Park Coon Rapids set to face number 2 seed Maple Grove in the Section 5AA girls hockey semifinals. A turnover cost CPCR as Harper Winicke's backhander sneaks through Maddie Wastrel. Maple Grove is on the board exactly 1 minute into the game. Late in the first, Lily McKenzie throws it toward the net. It's off a skate, and Kylie Oswego sweeps the backhander in. A power play goal for the Bluebirds, and the game is tied 1-1 after 1. The second is scoreless thanks to good goaltending. Wastrel stops Abby Oakland on a 2-on-0 Crimson rush early in the period. And Bella Prosser fights off a Sydney Bernovic wrist shot as she comes up with some big stops for Maple Grove. Early in the third, a face-off win leads to a goal as Callie Anderson's shot deflects off a defender and in. Maple Grove is back in front 2-1. Then late, Oakland blocks the pass and hits the empty net from center ice. They add another empty netter as Maple Grove wins 4-1. They face top seed Centennial Spring Lake Park in the section final Friday. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
This year's Maple Grove girls basketball team may be the best in program history. The Crimson are ranked number 1 in Class 4A. They met a top 5 team in Class 2A Tuesday. Ches Moots has more.
Maple Grove winners of 13 in a row heading into a non-conference matchup against the number 4 ranked team in 2A, Minnehaha Academy. First half, a little rocker step from Lexi Hanna. Good finish at the rim for the and one. Maple Grove jumps out to a 9-5 lead. Midway through the first half, more from MG. Michigan State commit Jordan Odie crossover into a spin fader bucket. The Red Knights have their own Big Ten commit as well. Addie Mack is going to Maryland next year. She was hooping on Tuesday night behind the back, step back, bottoms. Then right before halftime, Mack in transition stops on a dime again, pulls up from deep, nothing but nylon from the senior. Minnehaha was up by 2 at the break. Second half, good start for the Crimson. Odie dish to the corner, Bella Hanna 3-ball, got it. Maple Grove back in front. A few possessions later, nice move here from Odie. She gets the paint with a step through lefty finish. Odie led Maple Grove with 20. The Crimson were balanced though. All 6 players in the box score had 7 or more points. Hanna with a nice pass to Sophie Anderson. Then later on, Anderson on a fast break finds an open Kate Holmquist for 3 of her 12. MG got up by 10 with under 3 to play. Mack did all she could to cut into the deficit. This was the second of back-to-back deep threes. She scored 37, but the Crimson did enough to hold on and get the 70-67 win. In Maple Grove, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
This is the final week of the regular season in boys hockey. Totino Grace has 3 non-conference games on their schedule, including Tuesday night at home. A good tune-up for the playoffs for the Eagles, hosting Monticello, ranked 4th in the state in Class A. First period, Totino Grace on the power play. Liam Hamry shot a stop, but Ian Johnson knocks home the rebound. It's 1-0 Grace. That's the score after one. 18 seconds into the second period, the Eagles score again. Keegan Kodrowski's shot from the point is tipped in by number 10, Gus Hay, and PG leads 2-0. The Magic get one back with a power play goal. Nicholas Nelson shoots. It's swept into the net by Ashton Stoll. Monticello's on the board. It's 2-1. The Eagles, though, answer just 11 seconds later. Trey Peck with a pass for Roger Murata in the slot. His shot stopped. Noah Oslin there to score on the rebound. Race back up by 2. They lead 3-1 after 2 periods. Third period, the Magic can't clear their zone. Peck gets to the loose puck and snipes home a shot for his 17th goal of the season. That makes the score 4-1. Totino Grace goes on to beat Monticello 5-2. John Jacobson, CCX Sports. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.